Hello and welcome to the next installment in the Market Leaders video tutorial series. And this particular installment is called Keyword Research for small business owner websites. Now, I'm going to take you through, as a small business owner, the steps that you would need to do in order to do a thorough, comprehensive keyword research for your brand new or existing website in order to climb the Google and the other alternative search engine rankings, in order to pull in those web hits and convert them into your email and phone inquiries or online sales and increase revenue and profit, of course. So the keywords are indeed key by nature to appearing in those rankings. They are the descriptive terms that businesses will use for their services and products, which you will need to litter your text and tag on your images in order in a way which tried and tested, proven methodology will enable you to climb those ranks. So without any further introduction, keyword research for small business owners. So here we go. We've now accessed the Google AdWords website. Now, every process and every procedure that we have as marketers will need a tool of some sort, and of course Market Leaders in itself is a great tool for which has universal use and application for any small business owner across the globe for mastering their marketing and becoming a market leader. That is to say, advancing beyond your peers in the marketplace in order to establish your business as a clear leader in adding value to your customers and other organizations and individuals in your vertical marketplace. On the supplier side and on the customer side. Anyway, so this here is the Google AdWords tool. Now, this is the tool that Google provide for researching potential keywords that will be lucrative, or let's just say profitable, unto your business in the marketplace. So what I'm going to do is sign in. You'll need a Google account in order to sign into this. I have one Google account here prepared already, which is for the small business marketing professional company that myself and my wife run. As I log in, it brings me to this dashboard. This dashboard is the AdWords dashboard. Now, I don't know how familiar you all are with AdWords. I don't use AdWords. I kind of trialed this maybe a few years ago when I began this business, and I since have never used it. It's a platform that Google use to generate advertising revenue for their company, which is the main source of income for Google. And as we know, they're a multi-billion dollar company, so they get lots of advertising revenue. So they do really prefer you to use their AdWords platform, from which they make a lot. But the basis of it is this. For example, if you put in the keyword marketing consultant, for example, into Google, this is just to show you generically what the AdWords does, and it positions your company in. If you pay more money, you get positioned in these top 3 ad. You can see yellow here, it says ad, and these ad positions, or down the side bar here of these ad positions here, and they're all kind of congregated towards the top of the page, clearly, where they will pull in a good deal of hits from inquiring customers. But otherwise, you've got this kind of area here. Let's just say this area. If I just kind of circle it with the mouse cursor, you can see here this area from this to this to this. All of that there is what we know as organic ranking. So the people here have not paid, where there's no, just here in the main body of the page, they've not paid to be here. As you can see, we're here, small business marketing professional, we're also here on the first page of marketing consultant, which is pretty good. And we've not paid to be there. We've just designed a website that is very user-friendly with the right keywords. So to avoid paying the money of people who come here, we will show you now how to do keyword research. So I go into this Google AdWords tool, and as I log in, this is the AdWords platform, but we don't want the AdWords platform. We want to use the tool which is called Keyword Planner to do our keyword planning. Click on there. It says just a moment, we're loading your account data, and that's what they're doing. So when the screen refreshes, we will need to, as a small business owner, as a small business owner, you will need to now think about the key or the primary term that's generally used by your customers to find businesses like yours online. Okay, so there's a previous project here. We'll just start all over again from scratch so you can follow me very easily. So here it says there's a few prompts on the screen here. So where would you like to start? Well, you either start planning a budget, but we're not going to do anything with AdWords, so we're not going to pay any money here. We're just looking to use this as a tool to find the relevant keywords for our industry. Keywords that already, right now, even as I'm speaking, as you're watching this, that customers in your industry are typing into Google in order to access your peers, companies that offer the same thing as you do in the market. Now, in order to lead the market and be one of the first companies that your customers will see, we have to use the right keywords. So here, we search for new keywords using a phrase, website, or category. That's the place we're going to start. Let's just say we are in the, say, mobile car valeting business. I've got a customer who's my oldest customer, actually. I say oldest in terms of how long we've worked with them, good maybe 3 to 4 years now. And this customer has a mobile car valeting business where he and his team go out to your house or a location, and they use a waterless cleaning instrument to clean your car, and so we're going to use them as the example right here. So put their main keyword in, mobile car valeting, and there's a few options here in the light grey boxes which we'll just ignore for now. It says targeting United Kingdom. Well, they're based in London, so let's just be a bit more specific and just put, if we remove UK and we just put London here. So you'll need to do this at your end, choose the territory that you're in, London, England, of course, UK, and then we click save. And then it asks us if we want English and if we want negative keywords. Negative keywords are keywords that aren't commercially sensitive or relevant to your thing, to your business. Now, for example, he wants things like mobile car valeting prices. So someone looking for the prices of a service provider out there who offers mobile car valeting. So that's very commercially sensitive to you. Those are people who potentially have the budget and want to buy now, or at least are looking for prices in order to make the decision to buy. But maybe mobile car valeting training, for example. Training is not something that you're offering, so therefore that's negative. You don't want to show up for that. Let's try training. Let's try equipment. You're not an equipment supplier of this, so you don't want to show up for anything that people are searching for mobile car valeting equipment, for example, if you get the idea. So let's now click save on those two, but you typically draw off a much bigger list of negative keywords, which will just streamline and further add precision to the final list that is generated. So okay, there's a load of other things here which we will just leave out for the minute and just click get ideas. At this stage it is getting ideas, it's loading ideas, and it comes up quite quickly enough with a load of ideas. They're all organized by groups here and categories. What we can do here is also just select keyword ideas, which gives us I think it's either alphabetical, but it's a list in some order of every single keyword which Google is aware of for this industry that is currently being used and generates hits. As you can see here, mobile car valeting is our main one that I typed in, and it gives you that one first, which is good, and it gives you some average monthly search estimates. So on a month, within the London area, which is what I chose as a target, there are about 590, typically 590 searches by, we would assume, customers of mobile car valeting companies looking for their services. Competition is therefore quite high, very high. It's quite a popular service, and it gives you a suggested bid if you are going to go into AdWords. But again, we never really recommend it. You know, some people do, but we do not recommend it, because we really are trying to teach small business owners, much like yourself, the value of asset value. So owning the results that your business produces. If you use AdWords, then Google owns your results. Whereas if you don't use AdWords and you use your own website and you optimize it yourself without having to pay them for advertising, then you actually own the performance and the results that your business produces online. So that's always better, particularly if you're going to aim at having a successful exit out of your business, where someone else will pay you a nice lump sum. They'll pay you much more if you own your own business performance, rather than hire it out or outsource it to third-party platforms and advertising publications. So this is it. So here you have your list of keywords, and as you can see, average monthly searches. We can actually sort by that particular column and have the highest first, so we can see which keywords generate the highest traffic. As we can see here, car wash generates the highest traffic, but then again, car wash, how relevant, now this is where your expertise will come in, how relevant is that to your particular service? Now, car washes are typically drive-through or drive-in kind of services, which are not mobile, and definitely not, definitely don't come to your own house or your premises to do your car wash. You've got to go to the car wash. So that's not really relevant. That's a completely different service in itself. But you can see what it does is giving broad kind of related keywords here, which is quite good, because then you can start to, it may even teach you a few things about what your customers are typing in to find you. Clean your car, again, it's a bit loose and a bit broad. We want something a bit more specific. Car valet. Now, car valeting is getting there. Now, that would kind of intimate that it's somebody who's going to be, a person, an operative who's going to be, washing the car. It's not a mechanical car wash. This is now somebody actually by hand doing something to your car. But there are car valets where you have to go and visit them. But this service is for mobile car valets to come and visit you, the customer. So we have to keep scrolling down to see what is the next keyword which generates enough traffic, high amounts of traffic, but is now relevant to what we do. And we see car valeting. Car valeting, professional car cleaning services, car wash, home cleaning services, mobile valeting. That's going to be very relevant. Now, there are different types of mobile valeting. Mobile caravan valeting, I don't know. Different types of valeting services, not necessarily cars. Car cleaning, waterless car wash. It's getting close, getting warm. Car wash London, house cleaners, professional cleaning, mobile car wash. There we go. 260. That's probably one of the most relevant, one of the most relevant keywords I've seen so far. 260. Apart from, of course, our primary keyword, which is here, mobile car valeting, which generates 590. Well, let's just start with that for now. We'll put that in. Add to our plan. As we click the main one there, it generates 1. And what I would typically do for keyword research is go through every page. Now, there are, I think, 800 keywords here and 30 per page. So that's quite an extensive, bit of work in itself. And as we said, mobile car wash is probably relevant. I'd add that too, and I just add them one by one like that, and until I've exhausted the full spectrum of keywords. I go on to the next page, I scroll to the top, and I start again, and I look, and it says, what else? Car, how to wash a car? Nope. Okay, we'll stop at that. Basically, as you can see, this is the process. This is part 1 of keyword research. We're going to go on to part 2 of keyword research, where I complete this stage and I move on to downloading and then doing some interesting things to analyze those and then picking the ones you're going to use for accelerating up the Google rankings. So thanks again for listening. This has been keyword research for small business owners at the market leaders tutorial video series. Thanks again. Bye for now.